All right. We are back. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I honestly don't know what is going on with the stream. This is insane. All right, let me get everything back up real quick. Um Again, new stream is on. It says we're excellent connection. So it's not my internet. We had 30 people
Some
in the stream.
shenanigans.
We had 30 people in the stream. I have no idea what in the world happened, why it did that. All right. But we are live right now, though, so we are
You're
back up.
here.
I
You're
put part
back.
3. I put part
Like a
3,
good trilogy.
but it's not a good trilogy, is it? Is it a good trilogy?
It's fast, quick. Get you in and
All right.
out.
Okay. All right, everybody. Real quickly, I want to apologize to you all. I'm so sorry. It's Streamlabs software shutting the stream down out of nowhere. It's giving me no warning until it just does it. Uh, I don't understand what's going on because I pay a lot of money for Streamlabs. um, wow, so nuts, man, so nuts. But we are back. We are back. Just give it a second here, see if we can get everybody. We had 30 people in the stream.
Oh,
We'll give a
nice.
minute, see if anyone finds the stream
Yeah, no
and
rush.
see what happens. But I did notice you're wearing some rare candy merch. What's that all about?
That's funny. I noticed you were wearing it too.
Yeah, we're rare candy. What do you think about the app?
The app's pretty good. I like the that you could scan cards and you can actually scan like card after card after card and it'll tally it up and all that. So I got in touch with Leonhard, and I mean the reason why we're wearing this is because we are both partners with Rare Candy. So I'm sure people have seen our content either on YouTube or Instagram promoting the app. And the app isn't new. It's the update that they did earlier this month that is new. Because the Rare Candy app has been a thing, but earlier this year, in this late spring, I believe, is when they made this big push for the Rare Candy 2.0 app. And it was supposed to be this thing where you could, it is this thing where you can scan cards and it'll show you the value of the card. And ever since then, they've been releasing not just little updates, but massive updates. They added the Japanese catalog of Pokemon. They added the ability to scan one card after another, after another. And then recently, they've added the ability to keep track of master sets, both in English and in, so I was going to say Spanish, in Japanese. And it's great. My thing, my one critique of it is that like I have a few master sets already, and it'd be nice to just kind of put in the app collect all instead of having to go one by one by one. Maybe there is a way. I don't know. I have to message them. But other than that, I think it's great, great all in one because there's other apps out there, but I think it's a great overall, very good way to get values quickly. Very useful when it comes to trades and selling on the go, like especially at conventions. And so I'm just, I'm glad to be a part of the Rare Candy because they're on the up and up, and we're along for the ride.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed using the app. Again, it's been pretty fun to get to utilize a little bit more and more. I was using a couple other apps. Again, keyword there, a couple, whereas this has all been brought into one. So the one element that I had mentioned to him is I'm a sealed Pokemon collector. I love collecting. It's hard. It's hard to keep things sealed, but
Oh yeah.
my goals are a little different. My goal when it comes to sealed product is that one of the first, and you're gonna know this just as well as myself, and that is we look back and go, man, when I was a kid, I wish I had kept that, or I wish I had thought about maybe putting this away for when my idea behind sealed is that when my kids who were, with us when we made the channel no longer really interested, when they do come back, and they will, because we all did it, right? We all came back. When they
Right.
say, I wish I had, the XY Steam Siege, yeah, Steam Siege, everybody, my older son, or XY Breakpoint, uh, they'll have it. It'll be here, because I've made it happen. I've wanted it to be that way for them. So that's why I have a sealed collection. But like I was telling Lee, that's a great thing. I hope they can add here pretty soon. I know they are working on it, but it is to be able to add sealed collection stuff to the app. So I'm excited for when they get that part going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. In a house with 3 kids, you can't keep sealed. And I should stop blaming them because it's really me that can't really keep anything sealed.
I was
Just
just
the thought
saying.
of knowing what's inside, I couldn't. I couldn't keep things sealed. So
Oh, it's not easy.
unless, yeah, no, unless I've mastered a set that a box comes inside, then I'll keep it sealed. But even then, it's like, no, things are meant to be opened.
They are. I have this mental fight with myself all the time. It's meant to be open. And then I'm like, well, no, I need to keep it sealed though, because, I want it for the kids. And, because like I said, I don't have any plans to do anything with it. So I put it away in a tub, and like I said, hopefully they'll remember and get to open it, and they can do whatever they want with it. My kids are really about opening too. So I think they'll open it even later in their life, but it is a very, very tough mental battle to be involved with, because you're like, oh, I want to open it. Like I said, I have some of those Sea and Sky boxes right now in my garage because I have nowhere else to put them because they're so huge. And I didn't get to open a lot of Crown Zenith when it came out at that
Mm,
time. So I've been having fun, to be honest with you. I really haven't even been opening a whole lot of cards, making videos lately. I've just been kind of
yeah.
opening off on the side. Like I'll sneak down to the garage and I'll grab a box and I'll just open it
Yeah.
right there in the counter and just open it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And I think you have to do that. As content creators, we always want to capture everything so that we can put it out there. But I think you need to step back a bit and open, like, find the enjoyment of it. Because if we're always trying to pursue views and things like that, then you can get lost in the sauce and it can be stressful and all that stuff. But like sometimes I'll just open packs with the kids and it's like, okay, this was great. If, whether we got a big hit or not, you're enjoying the stuff that you also make content, and so there's that
it's
divide that
easy.
I think a lot of content creators, yeah, that they get lost in because you didn't record it. You got to do it for the views, do it for the content. But everyone and their aunt do pack opening videos, so we kind of strive to go away from that. We do it. I think we have one more video where we do it, but we kind of put a twist on it, whether it be a boys versus girls or a family pack battle or something like that. But when it comes to new releases, we don't make videos of new releases, new product. We kind of like to do the cinematic stuff.
Yeah. Eh, Kind of the same. I've slowed down making those type of videos as well. In fact, my last several streams have been giveaways where I've made a game just to have fun. You know, I mean, I used to do giveaways before during the openings, regardless. I'm like, okay, well, now I can just make a fun game and we can all have fun doing it because I enjoy giving away Pokemon cards. That's where I call myself an idiot at. While everybody else is making money, I'm over here losing money. And but I enjoy it though. I mean, I really enjoy sharing the passion with other people and having fun. Yeah, it was tough. It's very tough sometimes to open up boxes and you pull a hit that you really wanted and you're kind of like, oh, it's not mine. I gave it away to someone. But
Oh yeah.
later on I'm just kind of like, but it was fun packing it up and sending it out. And yeah, hey, what's up, Aztec? What is going on, my friend? Got a lot of California people in here tonight. My streams are usually full of either Canadians or people from California. That's mainly because I tend to go late at night. I'm not much of a, I wait till the house is slow down. There's not a lot going on, and I can get a lot more done. So I have to stream typically later at night. And, I'm on the East Coast. So for me, it's
Yeah.
definitely a little different. But I guess, with that pretty much said, do you have anything else planned that you have coming up, like for the holiday season, other than your video that you plan on working on? Anything else you got in the works?
Um, in terms of travel, I think we're just gonna chill. I think next year all the travel is gonna be basically set for us. We have Hawaii in January for Hawaii PopCon. Then we have Card Party in the summer and again in the fall. So this holiday season, just kind of chill and relax. For the channel, we do have Withings of the Galaxy Volume 3 wrapping up. Got another music video that I want to get out before the end of the year. And we have a few more videos to come out. And also, of course, on Deep Pocket Monsters side, we have a lot of good stuff coming your way. So definitely going to tie the year and the year off with the banger. A few of them.
Man, you got a lot on your table then, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. You said Deep Pocket Monster, so obviously that's no Deep Pocket. So are you? What is it that you do? Work doing with him as far as are you filming? Are you helping him film and do the projects with him? How is your involvement with that?
Yeah. So I will go out to when he does the binder challenges, card challenges, I'll go out to help him record. And I also there's 3 editors, so I'm part of a team of 3, and so I'm the one that deals more with like the animations and things
Oh
of that
wow,
nature. So yeah, it's a good time.
he mostly does shameless plugs. So you really do know how to
This is
edit
true.
very well. You do know how to edit well. Then I mean, I thought you do because I mean, I said
Yes.
I watch. What program do you use to edit?
Yeah, I've been editing. I was talking to my fiance about this last night that I've been editing for 20 years now. And
Oh wow.
right now I edit on Premiere. So I've been Adobe since
Oh wow.
20
Okay.
years now. So, but yeah, I edit everything in Premiere and After Effects. And now I'm starting to get into some 3D animations and modeling with Blender and things like that because I find that stuff fascinating. And you don't see anyone else in the space doing it. So, if I can get into that and really blow up. I think with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, the trailer, it's going to have a lot of the new stuff that I've been dipping my toes in. And you see a little bit of it in DPM's videos, but that video is I think it's gonna blow a lot of socks off. So
Oh wow.
I'm
I did not
very
know you
much
were
looking forward
that.
to it.
Yeah, I did not know that you were actually that deep into the editing world. Wow. That's
Yeah.
pretty amazing. I don't touch Adobe because for me, I couldn't justify the expense. And the one time I did get to basically sample it for a month, I just found it very complicated, like to the point where I was like, oh, I don't think I can do this. There's
Yeah.
just so much because there's so much to do, so much creativity you can get out of that. I mean, absolutely amazing. I use Final Cut Pro, and basically I went with Final Cut Pro because you paid a one-time price, and that's it. And I
Yeah.
continue to get it, but you don't get to do all the fun things like you said. You don't get the other pro softwares that come with Adobe that allow you to do the animations. We don't have that. I have to do my animations that I do are very clunky because I make them happen using keyframes and things like that. Whereas, in Adobe, I know you have the other software that helps you with doing things. I don't get to do that stuff, so it makes it a little more difficult for editing. But, uh, you know, it's pretty wild that you have that much knowledge in there. Because I had no clue you were that big into editing, though. So, which explains though why your videos are like I said, you're able to do some things in your videos. Because I look at your videos, I'm like, I see things that you're doing in them, and I know exactly what you did, and I'm like, wow, he knew how to do that. I didn't, because most people said we're we're the few and far in between in this space that does things like
Yeah.
that. I haven't done as much again in the Pokemon world. I said my worlds video is the most I've really done really lately of doing anything kind of film oriented in terms of with a special effect. I mean, going through the TV, you know, that was the biggest thing I think I've done all year. I've just been so out of it with that. It just takes so much time to do a lot of stuff, as you know. And again, you got to, you know, I hate throwing up the green screen, getting everything, all that stuff. Man,
Yeah.
oh, it's so much work sometimes. But
Yeah, if you don't have the space for it where it's ready to go, it can be a bit demotivating to be like, okay, I gotta set all this up, and then the kids are getting impatient. And yeah, I feel you.
yeah, but that is great, man. I'm so excited. I didn't know, I had no idea you were that big into the editing world. Wow. You know, when I was talking to Real Breaking Nate in Hawaii, I was telling him the one thing I noticed about his videos that he did was he got an editor, and his editor, wow, the just in his intro alone, you know, the intro alone
Yeah.
captivates you and blows you away. It's absolutely crazy, and I love that, and it's like people are surpassing me what I was doing, and I can't even keep up anymore with that stuff because it's so much. And I'm really bad when it comes to things. I do things the hardest, worst way possible when there's so many
Hmm.
easy ways to do things, and I just can't seem to get myself around that. I don't know if it's an OCD issue I have or what, but man, I've seen people use like they have all these great tools at their hand. They know all the hotkeys. They can do it. No, man, I do everything like the worst possible way. It's why it takes me like 20 hours to edit like a 30-second intro with all the stuff involved and pretty crazy stuff. But anyway, shout out to you and your epic editing skills. I had no idea that you
Thank
were
you.
that big into it, man. That's excellent.
Yeah, I mean, it garnered the attention from Pat and his team, so now I'm editing for them. So
Gonzo
that's
says the
that's
second
great.
most viewed video on my channel Ian made for me. Aw.
That is true.
There you go. Nice. Editing, I told you, editing, I noticed it from day one when I got into this space. People weren't using editing, they weren't doing any type of editing. And I figured this is a great way to get into it. Um, Bringing in, like I said, I'm in the film business. So bringing in cinematic stuff that people just aren't used to seeing and making it more exciting. I will say it's been more difficult to succeed going that route, but I mean, I was blown away that my Pokemon Worlds video did the numbers that it did because it's my best viewed video that I ever made,
Nice.
and I was so happy because I put so much work and thought into that video, and again cinematic touches to it. You know, I even did color grading, and I hate color grading more than anything. Um, I just think that I want people to view what they're seeing as it came into the camera. I don't want to alter it. You know, the one thing I always hated most was when we go traveling. You know, you'll know this if we travel, right? You'll see like the beautiful hotel picture. They'll show you the water is this crystal blue, and the palm trees are glistening and the green. You know, wherever it is that you may travel to, right? Or the
Hmm.
snow is so beautiful. But then when you get there, that water just ain't as green or blue as it looks, and it's a little off. And that room is about half the size because you realize they used a catfish lens, a cat eye lens on the, you know, to make the room look way bigger. They used an ultra wide, and you know they add in all those effects. And you're like, oh, okay. So I've always made it my thing to try to deliver what I'm actually seeing in the camera, and yet still make it look jazzy enough, but it's real. You know what I mean? The realism is
Yeah.
still there. Um,
Yeah.
Snow is just the box mashed potatoes. Oh man, yeah. Ooh, mashed potatoes. You got me hungry now. But I think that's about it. Again, I'm so sorry for the interruptions tonight. I didn't have that happen on the first episode. Hey, it's the second episode,
Oh, it's all
everybody.
good. The second one.
Second episode.
Only gonna go up from here.
I hope so. I hope so. But I appreciate you being a guest on the show, Ian. Again, sorry for the
Yeah. Thanks
interruptions.
for having me.
Yeah, I wanted to have you on. I thought it was going to be really fun to talk about. Again, we share a lot of the same uh, a lot of the same content creation type of things. You know, our families, we're family oriented channels. Kids all have left us. We're for dead. You know, we're here to survive on our own now. But you've got a great support team behind you. I definitely said I've noticed some of the people that have come into this stream. When I go into your stream, I see them in there supporting. You know, that's a really great thing to have, is people to help support you, and I think that's wonderful. So I wish you
100%.
all the best in your endeavors as a content creator. I'm there. I'm watching with you. I'm a part of your ride as well. So kudos to all the things
Thank
you've
you.
done so far, and to keep growing. Hey, you know, it looks like the road is getting paid for you, man. Keep making your way in it.
Thank you. Yeah, and same for you as well. You know, you got all these connections, so use them, and we grow. Like we're all one community. You know, you grow, I grow, we all grow together.
Trying, we're trying. It's a mentally tough. Well, you know, before we leave, real quick, that's something I had in my list of things I wanted to talk about. The one aspect I think that people don't, you know, a lot of people don't really care. They just want to see, they want to be entertained. That's what we're here for. We're here to entertain people. But on the mental side of this, how do you feel like you've been affected by, like, mentally trying to keep up with this daily routine of it while you're working your normal job, by the way, which is, you know,
Hmm.
kudos to you on that as well. That's a very tough deal to keep up with, doing everything while you're doing your normal job. How do you feel you've been mentally, how have you felt you've dealt with all this mentally?
Well, on a daily basis, no. Our consistency is poor. I wish it was better, but it just makes it that much more exciting when I do upload a video and I can see it from our community when I upload and like, yeah, he uploaded. I'm like, I know, I'm sorry. And you know, surprisingly, you're slowly going to weed out my normal 9 to 5 and hop on the content creation full time probably next year. And so that, you know, that's the, you hear that first here on EpicTube HD.
Ooh,
So
that's
that's
a big move.
exciting. Mm-hmm. So
That is a
that's very
really big
exciting.
move.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
So that'll be
congratulations.
something to look forward to. Thank you. So very excited. Family's excited. Good things coming our way, and I just want to be able to pour that into the content, entertain people, show people a side of, whether it be the side of the Pokemon community that's different, or whether it be the editing and the storytelling and all that stuff. So I'm learning a lot from being an editor on Deep Pocket Monsters channel, and hopefully I'm able to provide some value, which I believe I am, to them as well. And it benefits everyone in this space. So it is something that's always been a dream of mine. And the YouTube, you know, opening packs and recording them with my son, that was the gateway to what I've always wanted to do since I was 16, and that's make videos and entertain people. So we're not stopping.
That is great. I got a cat in front of me right now, so sorry about that.
Oh,
I
it's
got
all good.
crazy cat in
I
front of
usually have
me.
kitty rates too.
Um, that is, dude, I'm so happy for you. That's actually, you know, when you can take that step in this space, that is absolutely amazing, man. I'm definitely happy that you're able to do that. Pretty big step, man. That's great that you're able to do it, though, for sure. Um, but yeah, again, guys, I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Again, super sorry that it happened the way it did, and again, I guess I got to remember 4 years from now not to schedule on Tuesday election night. um, you know, I knew I didn't, again, I didn't think about this stuff at the time, so, but it happened. But we had a great conversation. I hope so. I'll try to probably maybe re-edit this so I can get it all together, and maybe I might try to repost it.
Ooh.
I hate that it's in 3 separate things. It's gonna drive me nuts to see it this way. Uh, I didn't monetize these last two, and I probably won't. Like I said, it's terrible to deal with these type of things in your live stream. But hey, you know what? We're the producers,
Roll
the
with the
directors.
punches.
We're everything. Got to roll with the punches. That's right. But thank you once again, Ian, for coming on the show. Again, this is episode 2 of the Epic TCG Show, and again, we've got another great episode coming up this Friday. Let me just double check to make sure, because I was confirming. again, as I was talking to Ian, guys, before this. Okay, so as I was talking to Ian before this, I've unfortunately had several guests that have had to cancel, which is it's going to happen. People have lives, things happen, and so it's been tough starting this new show out and trying to keep it going, because when you get cancellations, already starts kind of hitting into things. So, but we got a lot of epic guests planned and scheduled for the show. Our next one is going to be for this Friday. Actually, I'm going to have another guest on this Friday. The goal of the show is to have 2 guests per week. It'll only be 1 sometimes, but I want to try and do the show twice a week at least. But our next guest is, I'm going to switch over to the full screen. Stay with me, Ian. Don't leave quite yet. But the next guest will be none other than Crizella, another Californian. She will be joining me this Friday. She is another epic influencer and content creator. Has grown. She's got an immense following. She's also a hardcore player of Pokemon. So she will be our guest this Friday. And again, another Californian coming onto the show, and I'll be very excited for that. So Friday, I believe it's going to be 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time is when I'll have her on the show. Looking forward to having her on. Again, I got to meet her in Hawaii, another epic content creator. But with Ian, what'd I do here? I pressed the wrong one. We wanted to go there. Guess one. I am the absolute. I need a producer. I need a producer here to produce this show, guys. I'm the talent. Okay, I'm usually the talent. I'm not necessarily the director and producer. It's never really been my thing. But yeah, it's kind of funny. But actually, it's funny. Right before we went live, I had an audition for a new show coming out, and I had to get it done before we did the stream because it was due. And my agent said, "Why haven't you gotten this audition in yet? I got you this audition, and you need to get it in now." So I was a little worried I was going to be late for the show. So I had to set up and do all that fun stuff, and luckily I got it in on time. But wish me luck. Hopefully I get it.
Oh, good luck.
You got this. I need it because I haven't had a role since. Well, no, I had a commercial last year, but I haven't had an actual role since 2020. Literally the month right before they closed everything down. That was the last time I actually had a real job, so to speak. But anyway,
give them more snow.
Huh?
Give them more snow. That's salt and pepper.
Oh my gosh, no. We don't need that already. You can kind of see in the side there as a little. You can see it coming in, but it's really the beard though. The beard is bad. The beard is pretty. I wouldn't even. It's not salt and pepper. It's all salt. Anyways, enjoy your pork chops, everybody. Thank you, Ian. Have a great night, all. I appreciate it. Thanks you for your patience, man. Have a great one, guys. See ya. Bye.